How are you, YouTube? So this came the other day. Got off somebody on Facebook, because we need to do a job on that up there. That old IMAX is kind of on its last legs, so we picked up this instead. So I'm going to put you in the tripod now. I'll get this open, see what we're dealing with. There we go. Do it a bit of a clean up. So we might do that and then we'll get back to you. Alright, so you've seen me putting the Gain-Master together. I've just put it up here temporarily. I want to test it before it goes up on the roof. And so far it's working pretty well. So we're on this, don't mind the insert, it's just I have a Brazilian bezel gone onto it, brand new one. So it says DX33.
Propose QSY 345 345 345.
I'm quite pleased with that. So we put it onto AM. Now we're on Vanny's old meter here, we're on SWR. So it's reasonably flat. That's no tuner now, that's just direct. So yeah, that's working quite well. We won't know until we get it up in the chimney, but so far, if I turn this down, we're AB and the IMAX and the Gain-Master together here. a nicer receive on the Gain-Master. I'm assuming it's the 5.8 one. I measured it. It's what, 21 foot long, so it must be. I picked it up used for €35. There's one crack in it, so that's why you see me in the other footage there putting a second clip on it to stop the crack going any further. Nicer on the Gain-Master. Yeah, so I picked it up on Facebook off one of the boys among the groups here in Ireland. I forget which group it was, but thanks to you, buddy, whoever you are, forget your name. It's €35 and he posted it for an extra tenner, so I'm happy enough with that. And just said I'd lob it up there on the side of the shed. I just have the lead that goes to the tank whip plugged into it to test it, so happy days. So I've skipped ahead a few steps and it's up there now, so it's working fine and looks a bit better than the Leaning Tower of Pisa that was up there. So we'll just have to wait and see now how it pans out. I'll show it to you from the front, hang on. So there it is from the front. See now, that's the way we installed it. There was one of those there already, so I just put in another one just to make it a bit more solid. So it's grand. So as I said, we'll have to see how it goes. Very black skies here. It's like there's serious rain coming. But yeah, it works. And we're very happy with it. So we get you in... No, wait, no, hold on. We won't go just yet. Yeah, so... How did I clean my lens? Oh, that's better. As I said, it's a bit noisy there. There's a lot of lightning over Europe. And every time there's a strike there on the screen, I can hear it here. Yeah, I can hear them. So anyhow, let's see. Let's get this out of the way. Come on, that's it. Now, it's in bypass there, right? AM. Now, I'd expect that because it's being fed with 75 ohm. Oh wait, no, put on the right one. That'd help. So it's about 1.5, which is quite normal when you use 75 ohm cable. Instead of having 1-to-1, you'll have 1.5. Now there's as many people out there that'll argue with you and tell you you can't use 75 ohm coax. That's through the tuner. I have been using it for years on HF and VHF. It's this stuff here. I got a great big roll of it. This is the last of it now. This is Belden. I forget it now. It's there. Where we go. It is. Put it around the way we can read it. It's Belden 9292 duofoil braid 75 ohm coaxial cable 2LA. This stuff is double screened. It has 100% foil braid around the outside of the dielectric, and then it has 99% braid, cross braid, you know, like the one we're normally used to looking at on top of that. Now, it is, the only drawback to this stuff is you have to be careful with it when you're bending it. It's solid core. But I have been using this for the last 20 odd years. That's the last of the roll. I had a great big drum of it. There was probably 200 meters on the drum when I got it, but you know, gave some away, used a lot of it. I still have quite a bit left. I have this piece and a few other pieces thrown around the place, and yeah, so we are quite pleased with that now. So hopefully we'll get a bit of skip at some point along the way and see how it sounds. There was a couple of strong stations there earlier on, and they sounded so clean compared to the IMAX. So it's going to be very interesting to see over time how this antenna performs. So I doubled up on all the clamps, Jim, like you told me to, and but hopefully it doesn't break. So look, if it does, it does. It was only €35, so it's better than what was up there, which, you know, the IMAX quite a good antenna, I suppose. A lot of people use them, but it whips around the place like a lad fly fishing on the roof, and it can be a bit noisy, but there you go. Right, we'll leave it there and we'll get you again in the next one, guys. 73 and all the best.